Hello everyone, even today we are going to solve problem on liquidation of a company. So here they have given a question. Before understanding the question, let me tell you something. So liquidation of a company is a long process. Here the major consequences are going to faced by the government as well as the company. Yes, what will be the consequences of the government, guys? Here if a company is closing or shutting down its business means revenue for government is also going to slow down, because a major domestic companies or international companies are facing losses means even the country is facing certain losses. GDP will go down and unemployment ratio will increase, because the all the employees who are already working in that company will become unemployed and they will recruited by the other companies. But as a freshers, as a new outcomers, we don't get any job. So understand the concept, guys. Okay, here liquidation is a process where government, either government or the company, not interested in do that, but unavoidable situation, it will happen by two modes, like voluntary and compulsory. So voluntary liquidation occurs when the motto of the company is completed, or the goal or the objective of the company is been completed means automatically the members dissolve the company. Whereas in compulsory liquidation, the company is unable to pay its debts because the members of the company become insolvent. During that time the company is going to close down. So these are the major reasons and major consequences of liquidations. So there are more consequences for employees, for the shareholders, for the investors. So 99% the company would try to continue its business, but if it becomes insolvent, definitely it will close down. So here they have given a question. Sunshine Private Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 31st March 22, when the date of offense was as follows. So they have given the details of the company's assets and liabilities. First, I'll use red color. Okay. Unsecured creditors was 4 lakh, including preferential claim 50,000 preferential claim. Here in last problem they have not mentioned the value of unsecured creditors. In this they have clearly mentioned unsecured creditors was 4 lakh. They are having 4 lakh balance from the company, including preferential claims. Here unsecured creditors divided into two. One, regular unsecured creditors and preferential creditors. So here preferential creditors are 50,000, remaining 3,50,000 is for remaining unsecured creditors. Here secured creditors, secured on plant and machinery, stood at 2 lakh. Here the value of secured creditors are based on the 2 lakh. Let's see what are the information they have given. Next, here the secured creditors gave debt to the company based on machineries. So how much machinery values is been realized, that much they are going to get. Next, cash in hand was 10,000. Liquidator realized plant and machinery for 1,50,000, and the other assets realized rupees 1 lakh. Here plant and machinery realized at 1,50,000. Only this much the secured creditors going to get, because they have clearly mentioned in the question that Secured creditors secured plant and machinery and stood at 2 lakh. Here the plant was sold for 1 lakh 50, only that much they are going to get. Next, liquidators expenses. Liquidators expenses 10,000. Liquidators remuneration, yes, fixed at 4% amount realized excluding cash balance, 4% on amount realized, which means asset realized. How much asset we are having here? Here 1,50,000 on plant and machinery and 1 lakh on as other assets. In this basis we are going to pay, excluding the sense we are going to exclude the cash. Next, 2% of the amount distributed to unsecured creditors, including, yes, it is very much important, just 4% on amount asset realized. Here 2% on unsecured creditors, including preferential creditors, which means 2% on 50,000 and remaining amount which the company is going to pay, on that value we are going to pay to the unsecured creditors. So prepare financial statement, final statement of accounts, liquidators final statement showing the distribution of cash. This is regarding the question. So these are the major questions that we are going to solve. Almost all the informations are very clear. So let's move to the problem. So this is the format. Debit side will be receipts and amount and credit side will be payments. First we are going to start with debit side. Cash in hand, $10,000. Next, assets realized. We have two assets they have mentioned. First one, plant and machinery. Plant and machinery was realized at the value of 1,50,000. The cost of the plant and machinery was 2 lakh, but it is realized at 1,50,000. And other assets, $1 lakh. Total 2,60,000. I'll just write it here. Total 2,60,000. No more information regarding receipts. Next, payment side. As usual, we are going to start with secured creditors. It is a regular, mandatory, prescribed manners. We are not going to change any of this. So first we are going to start with secured creditors first. Yes, here how much plant and machinery is been realized, that value only we are going to write it here. So 1,50,000. Next, liquidators expenses. Liquidators expenses, they have given in a question that liquidator expenses came to rupees 10,000. Next, liquidators remuneration, very important point. Liquidator remuneration. Yes. So based on two informations we are going to calculate. Yes. First point, 4% on amount realized excluding cash balance, which means based on these two value we are going to calculate amount realized. So 2,50,000 into 4%. So 2,50,000, use calculators. 50,000 into 4%, 10,000. So amount realized is 10,000. Read the adjustment, understand the question, and then solve the problem. Okay. Next, they have mentioned 2% on 2% on unsecured creditors. Yes, this unsecured creditors includes both preference creditors as well as unsecured creditors. The value of preferential creditors is 50,000, isn't it? So 50,000 into 2%. If you calculate, we'll get 1,000 rupees. We have to write that. Next, we are going to calculate on the value of unsecured creditors, but we don't know the value. We have to wait for the full calculations. Next, we are going to pay it to preferential creditors. Preferential creditors, we are having the value of 50,000. Now we are going to add all these informations, all these expenditures, and we are going to deduct with these many amount. Okay, so if you add a receipt, I'll just write down the working note in the notes. Okay, I'll solve here. So total receipt in question they have given 2,60,000. What are the payments we have made? So 1,50,000 plus 10,000. Again we have to add 10,000, or total 1,70,000 plus again 1,000 plus 50,000. We have 2,21,000 as total. So total payments excluding unsecured creditors, we have 2,21,000. If you minus with 2,60,000, we'll get 39,000 as the total. So this is the amount available to unsecured creditors. But in question, the worth of unsecured creditors are 4 lakh. Unsecured creditors was 4 lakh. But how much amount we are able to pay now? We are going to pay only 39. Instead of paying 4 lakh, we are going to pay only 39,000. Because they are unsecured creditors, they have the least preference in paying the debts. So this is how we are going to solve. So now we are going to calculate this is the working note. calculate the remuneration remuneration to liquidator. Okay, so how much percentage they have given? They have given 2%. 2% on amount available. So how much amount we are having now? We have 39,000 into 2 divided by 102. This is the a small kind of mathematical equation we are going to follow. If you want to remember as a formula, just think about the formula, and in first video I have shared you. So 39,000 into 2 divided by 102 will get 765 as the value. We will get 764.71. I'll just round it off to 765. So this is the value of remuneration to liquidator. Kindly note down, understand the question. So first we are going to identify the value of amount available to the unsecured creditors. Based on this we are going to calculate the remuneration. Okay, so write down this working note. Okay, next. So how we are going to calculate? We got 39,000 into 2 by 102. We'll get 765. Next, now we have to calculate again unsecured creditors balancing figure. So total 2,60,000 minus above expenditures. So if you minus it, we are going to get 38,000. I'll use red color. Okay, 38,235. This is the value of unsecured. This is the amount which we are going to pay. Actual how much we have to pay to them? We have to pay them 4 lakh, but we don't have that much sufficient amount. So I am paying only 38,265 to the unsecured creditors. So this is regarding this problem. Hope you all understood the problem, students.